Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for April 29th, 2026. We've got Hinterlands and Rising Sun today. And we've got River Shrine and Jack of all Trades for trashing. We've got discarded trails or trash trails and Border Village for plus actions. For draw, there's Poet, Ninja, Stables, Ronin, and eventually discarded or trashed trails. And for gains, we've got plus buy from Rice. River Shrine can gain cards, but that's limited, over time. Jack can gain silvers if that's something that you want. And then there's Good Harvest, which gives you an additional coin and buy the first time you play a treasure, which I would expect to activate. I think River Shrine is the best trasher here. Yeah. So we've got all the tools that we need to do stuff. I could actually see Jack gaining silvers being a relevant thing here if you want to really trash all your coppers. And they still get drawn by poets, and they can be discarded by stables, the silvers, I mean. So, that's definitely not bad. Let's see. As far as trail is concerned, there's only a couple of ways of activating that. One is with the opponent's ninja. I don't necessarily think ninja is actually that critical of a card here, because you got Ronin, which is a pretty good counter to it. Jack can be a counter to it, and then Trail can be a counter to it. The other things that I can activate Trail, so Jack can discard Trail from the top of the deck. That's pretty unreliable. It can do it. That won't even give you draw necessarily. Well, I guess if you already have a bigger hand size, it will. But if you do this from a small hand size, then the trail's going to draw a card, and then you're going to draw until 5. So you would have drawn it anyway. The card that the trail draws. So it's mostly just about getting the plus actions from that. Anyway, so that's a couple things, and then Jack can also trash the trail, and River Shrine can also trash the trail. That's also really just about the plus actions, since you could have just played the trail if it was just a question of drawing the card. So this does not look like the most amazing trail board, except that if the opponent does play with Ninja, potentially you do want to look at that. I mean, like I said, there is Ronin. And Border Village, there's only one stack of proper villages, so that is a thing. I mean, I guess at the very least, if you do end up wanting to play with Jack to gain silvers, which I'm not sure about that. It's a consideration. Then I think having at least one trail in the deck that you could trash with the Jack could be a thing to do. Early on with River Shrine, it could also be potentially relevant. Well, not super early, but you're at a point where you do want to clean up some stuff, but I don't know. You're I want to trash one card with River Shrine, and I want it to be non-terminal, so let me trash a trail. I mean, I guess I could come up with it. It's pretty marginal, I think. Anyway, Poet also activates Good Harvest. I was saying River Shrine will probably activate it, and I mean, I guess I stand by that, but Poet also activates it, so that's something. Anyway, so Yeah, I think... Oh, the other thing you can do, I guess, is you can scheme trail if your opponent is playing with ninja. Ronin still makes that maybe not the most... Like, I mean, it's just, you know, is your opponent going to bother playing with ninja? Like, is I guess the main thing. And that, you know, if they do, you could, you know, potentially also scheme a border village, and then you get to just go border village Ronin, bang, draw a bunch of cards. So, yeah, I don't know. Ninja seems a little dubious here to me. Not something I would want to open with probably anyway, just because I want to get trashing with River Shrine. So I think the opening here is just River Shrine scheme. And then if we're lucky, we get to scheme the River Shrine. We do. All right, so if we're not planning to play with Trail anyway, do we just take a couple poets? We are gonna need some money if like we're scheming the River Shrine here. Like we're gonna need to take a silver at some point, but I don't know that we necessarily need to do that now. Just taking a poet might be better. I think so. I mean, we could also take a trail to like just cycle through the deck right now, but we can always do that next turn as well. Good Harvest is about to come online. So maybe we do take a silver already in anticipation of that. Like, if the bot plays Good Harvest and then we play Poet, and we don't have our River Shrine, like, there's a good chance that we hit 6 if we find the silver and can get a border village. Yeah, I think I will take a silver. Yeah, well, the bot not... Wait, did the bot not... Oh, it didn't find its scheme. Right, okay, that makes sense. Okay, well, we hit 6 anyway. In fact, we hit 7. Well, I wouldn't mind having a rice, obviously. I don't think that's the priority right now. I think we go Border Village Ronin to start with for some more deck control. We top deck... Well, okay, so we have Copper River Shrine down there. What we really want is to be able to find the Border Village so that we can play Border Village, River Shrine, Ronin. But that... the Poet does make that like technically slightly more likely in this, but only if we see the scheme anyway. Because like, right, because the Poet could like draw a copper out of the way, and then the scheme could, you know, find the border village or whatever. So mostly it probably doesn't matter which of these we top deck too much, but scheme has probably more overall upside, so I think I'll go with that. All right, Good Harvest is online. So we could play the Ronin and draw 2 cards. We already have 5 coins in hand, so we'd only need to get hit one coin to get to another border village. That does seem kind of appealing relative to just trashing, I have to admit. I mean, we could draw exactly Border Village Poet and be sad, but not very likely. Yeah, okay. Get another Border Village. And what? I mean, I guess it could be stables already. I think if we were going to do the Jack thing, it's probably still a little too early for it. I mean, if we had found our Border Village, we would have pretty well drawn deck here is the thing. So we like super neat. Like if we have the opportunity to trash with River Shrine, well, I guess we aren't necessarily going to have that opportunity though. Yeah, I think I'll take a stables. Top deck the scheme. Okay. So we have Copper Stables Poet down there. And if we trash 2 coppers here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins. We could go ahead and take a rice. I do want another, like, Border Village plus whatever, but the rice... Well, you know, I never counted how much rice is worth. Let's see. We have Action, Treasure, Shadow, Omen right now, so that's 4. To max it out, we'd want to add Ninja Trail. Don't know how much sense that is going to make. The trail, I mean, we can get a trail at some point for sure. Yeah, so there's essentially we have 8 coins in our deck. This would get us to 12, and then we could potentially get 2 border villages. That seems good. Yeah, I like it. I guess we're gonna want to we're gonna want to gain a gold at some point too. Oh, we have 13. Well, we could go Rice Border Village. That's better. Do we want to add a trail this turn? Just to pump up the rice as well. We're gonna add another rice. It's worth 2 coins. Sure, why not? There's no way. It would be if we gain the border village first. We gain the trail, play it, and we draw the border village. This way, there's a 50-50 that we draw the border village, but then there's also 50-50 we draw the rice, and that doesn't seem worth it since we can scheme a border village anyway. So just leave it at that. And top deck, border village. We had 13 coins, and we essentially added 6, so we're going to have 19 coins this turn. That does seem like a pretty useful number. I'm thinking about, you know, do I want to trash with River Shrine I think the answer is going to be no. Let's confirm. Yeah, because we can get another rice and then another couple border villages. Okay, definitely want another stables at this point. Now we could consider getting that jack. I mean, the bot has one trail. We could also get, and it has no Ronin. We could also get the ninja. It'd be worth 3 coins. Yeah. I think we do it. I don't know why we're so far ahead of the pot, but we certainly are. Well, we bottom decked both of our stables. That's cool. Alright, how much money do we have now? Like, we actually added more draw that turn than we had added in previous turns. 21. I think maybe now is the time to trash some copper. We had 19. That would be enough for double border village rice again. Or or 20 for double rice border village. Maybe that's the better line. Because we do have a lot of draw, even if we didn't see it all, but just there. And I think, yeah, I'm still not sold that it's worth adding the jack if we're adding 2 more rice and just take another stables, I think. The bot got the Ronin. Okay. Well, whatever. The ninja's still worth a bunch of money. And it also did the trail thing, which makes the Ronin actually less impactful anyway. Alright. How about now? What do we have? A lot of money. Can we win this turn on estates? We would need... We're 1 gain short. If we border village for estate, we would need to get 5 estates and 2 rice. And that's 10 gains, and we have 9 buys. Okay, well, how much money do we want? We can take the last 2 rice. That's 14, which leaves us with 24. We probably want at least 1 more border village stables. And then maybe we go ahead and take an insurance province. I mean, I don't think the bot is really threatening a whole lot. It has 4 buys from... So it has 3 rice? So 4 buys from that, plus Copper, silver, 5-6 buys. Yeah, it wouldn't be able to empty piles, even if we took another border village. Gold is actually worth a fair amount, so we could go like rice, gold. That would cost 20, which would leave us with 18. 16. We could just, I mean, I think it would be good to get one more border village stables. Rice, gold, border village stables would be 26. That would leave us with 12. I guess we could take a second ninja. We get province ninja. Or another poet. Trashing the 2 coppers is also an option, just to decrease the risk of dudding. Yeah. I don't think we need this money. Alright, rice. Border village, stables. Gold. Province. I mean, we probably don't even need the province, honestly. Let's see. Like, what pile could the bot possibly empty? Right, it has three buys from rice. Copper, silver, that's 5 buys. And then in the base buy is 6 buys. Oh, I guess it could empty stables. Right now, it would be 5. Like, at absolute most, it could tie if it had... I mean, if it could buy 2 border villages, 3 stables, and a province. And if I buy a province here, I mean... So, like, buying another border village stables maybe brings that within... sort of thing within reach, where it would buy 1 border village, 4 stables, and an estate. I could just not take the border village. I don't need it. Oh, that undid my gold buy. I want the gold. I mean, not that I really need it, but, you know, I want it. Stables leaves us with 11, which could be province, scheme. We could also go, like, province double ninja. We certainly got the actions. And then we should be able to either empty on piles or possibly provinces. How much money do we have? We had like 30 something. We added 4 from gold. We added 12 from rice. So like 50. We're probably going to be a little short of being able to buy 7 provinces. And that's probably fine. The bot might buy a province. I think I'm going to take the province double ninja line. Not that I actually think that there was much risk associated with lowering these piles, but the bot bought 2 provinces. Oh, well. It occurs to me, I don't think at any point in this game that we found our River Shrine before playing the Ronin. Like, even just to play it, right? Like, not a once. There was no need to do that, but I did it. All right. Well, we can certainly buy all the provinces now. Is this window still going to be open? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I got so far ahead. That was pretty crazy. Is it just because I got the early Ronin and the bot did not? The Ronin didn't even... I mean, you know, it's still drawing like a smithy, right? But I never did any better than that with it, as I already mentioned. Oh, well, I did also get to scheme turn 3. And the bot did not. Yeah. Oh, and the bot didn't get to trash any copper? Oh. Oh. That looks pretty heinous. That's probably the worst possible shuffle that you could have for the bot. Because, you know, if you saw the scheme turn 3 and the River Shrine turn 4, you would at least get to scheme the scheme, and then you would be able to scheme the River Shrine on turn 4 going into turn 5. Additionally, if you saw the scheme turn 3, it would take seeing all 3 estates, not just 2 estates, to prevent you from buying something. Oh wait, that's actually what happened anyway. Okay, never mind. Yeah, no, that is a horrendous shuffle. That's, yeah. Okay. And for me, by turn 5, I was already hitting Border Village Ronin, and meanwhile the poor bot, like, hit 4 for a trail and didn't find its River Shrine again to trash any of its estates, which it had. Oh my god, it drew all 3 estates. Oh my god. So it had, yeah, it had one estate in hand. Poet drew an estate, revealed an estate, drew that estate. And then it, yeah, I mean, I don't think getting a trail looks very good here. I think just getting another poet would have been better. I mean, you do want a trail eventually for rice, but like with the bot's situation at this point, I don't think trail is doing really anything. But in any case, it's all 3 estates without the River Shrine again, which means turn 6. It did manage. Okay, so it did shuffle and it did manage to trash an estate the next turn, but it didn't trash a copper because it wanted to hit stables. That's probably fine, but it still isn't hitting Border Village at this point, which, I mean, I guess that's not the end of the world. Well, if it had hit Border Village, then it could have gone Border Village Ronin, knowing that it could play, you know, potentially play both Ronin and River Shrine, whereas with the stables, right, it's like, it doesn't matter about the Border Village if you're getting stables anyway, but you do probably want to be playing with Ronin, so yeah, that's That's crazy. Like, and meanwhile, I'm over here buying like rice border village. That's wild. Okay, finally gets the other 2 estates. Turn 7, but then it buys a silver. I mean, it could have gained the silver with the river shrine. That's, whatever. I don't think it had a silver in the deck prior to this. And Good Harvest is active, so you do want the silver. But yeah, that it's so far behind by this point. Yeah, so I don't think this was like, I mean, who knows what it would have been like if the bot like hadn't had that bad opening, if it would have played the kingdom well or not. But it yeah, it's just doomed at this point. If I had been, if this had been my shuffles, I would have been raging for sure. It's atrocious stuff. Yeah, and here, so it finally gets a rice. Here, this is the turn. Yeah, this is the turn after getting the silver. So it gets the rice, but it's still only got like the 1 stables, no border villages, no Ronin. So it's still like not doing well at all. And that's when I got the ninja. Arguably, I should have gotten a ninja sooner if I'd been paying attention to how much the bot was scuffling. I mean, I knew it had the trail, but 1 trail doesn't totally offset the ninja attack anyway. And it's not like the trail just mitigates it. It's not like it, makes the ninja attack like actively a benefit, unlike Ronin, where it potentially does. So yeah, I mean, I don't know when I should have taken a ninja or how much I should have cared, right? Like here, when I gained the trail, yeah, I probably should have just gained a ninja instead of the trail, if nothing else. There. This is the first rice. So first border village gets stables, or no, sorry, second border village gets stables. First border village got Ronin. I think that makes sense. Second border village got stables. I think that also makes sense. Then we get the rice. Here, we should have gotten the ninja. Only a turn earlier. Anyway, yeah, that's crazy. They got a second silver here. That's a weird choice. Yeah, I don't like that. But I guess if you had 10 coins, you want another rice. I don't know. Could take another scheme, but whatever. They were doomed in any case. Yeah. That's crazy. That is definitely crazy. Well, there you have it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.